see the why I still play WoW.
WoW's dying. WoW's going to die. Asmongold will finally stop playing. Okay, so this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about today. Is I wanted to talk about the reason why I play World of Warcraft. And I think this has been something that a lot of people have brought up, and it's been a conversation.
It's like, listen, I'm going to predict this here, right? The reason why he still plays World of Warcraft, because he's invested in his character. I mean, shit, I miss my dwarf, dude. I'm not even joking. Like, I hate the game. I hate what the game has become. Not I hate the game. I hate what the game's become, right? What the game has become is just terrible. I hate the fact that the game's become like this. But I miss my character. My fucking dwarven warrior, dude. My dwarven warrior his first raid was Karazhan. My dwarven warrior who got recruited to my first raiding guild when I was running one of the Serpent Shrine Cavern dungeons, I think. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's the one that ends up with one of those bosses that's like a fucking giant jellyfish looking thing. And it's like, my warrior, I have that story, dude, of when I went into Howling Fjord and my wife was playing World of Warcraft with me. And we raided Karazhan together. And then we raided fucking Serpent Shrine as well. We killed Queen Azshara in the Burning Crusade. Then we went through and we... the one that I didn't do there was Sunwell, but I did all the other ones. Like I did Mount Hyjal. I did... what was the other one before that? There was another one that I'm forgetting. The fucking Tempest Keep. My guild beat Kael'thas before the nerf. And on the night, on the evening after we lost our main healer. Okay, do you understand that? Like, I think that a lot of people that didn't do these things, they don't understand the level of attachment that you get to a character that's been through all of these things. Right? Like, my character went through vanilla. I didn't raid in vanilla, which was very disappointing for me because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was only level 56 by the time Burning Crusade came around. Then I jump into Burning Crusade and I play the entirety of Burning Crusade. The only thing I didn't raid in Burning Crusade was Sunwell because we're still progressing in the Black Temple. We did beat Illidan, I think. I think we beat Illidan. But it was like, dude, it was awesome. It was amazing. And then Howling Fjord, fucking Wrath of the Lich King, Old War hard modes. Amazing. Then there was also Trial of the Crusader, which was shit, but you know. ICC. All of these really good memories of the game. It's like you get attached to these characters, and they're really cool. And it was my little dwarven warrior, dude. Of course, Blizzard made it easy for me to, you know, another thing that made it easy is the fact that Blizzard constantly shits on warriors because we need to basically pay for the fact that we need to pay for the fact that they sucked at balancing tanks in vanilla, and warriors have been getting shafted on the regular ever since. But you know, that's another whole can of worms to get down to. But it's investment. You're invested in your character, and it's understandable.
Topic for a long time, really, because I'm a person who's been very critical of the game over the years, and people are wondering, why do I still play the game? I wanted to make a video about this and just kind of, I guess, get my thoughts together, because there's been a lot of people, and this has been a point of contention. Not even a point of contention, but it's been something that people have brought up over the years. People say Final Fantasy people weird as fuck. Why ever play that? No. WoW people and Final Fantasy people are, in my opinion, they're both their own version of stupid. Like, zealots are stupid. Like, video game cultists are stupid. This is not something special about Final Fantasy players. Oh, WoW, they're so bad. WoW players aren't like this. No, WoW players are just like this too. It's just in another way. That's all. Yeah, it's just in another way. And anyway, I love Final Fantasy. I mean, I would probably be playing more of it right now if I had actually finished the MSQ. But I'm waiting on my mainstream to finish the MSQ, And to be honest, there's not a lot of content that I'm interested in. What I love about Final Fantasy is I love the side activities, things like Palace of the Dead, things like the Beast Tribes, little, events, reputations to farm, etc. These are things that I enjoy. And the reality is that if you just finished Heavensward, there aren't as many of those activities as if you had finished Endwalker. And that's just the truth. So,
not to mention that he's about to get into another hump, which is the Stormblood hump. Oof. Oof.
So whenever I finish everything else and I have more freedom to do more things, I will go and do those things. So it's just that simple. I'm time gating myself. Exactly. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of like why I actually do play WoW, and some of the reasons why I'm okay with WoW and why I keep logging on despite there being problems with the game that I don't like. Now, I think that there's obviously, like, this is going to be a lot. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things here, but the main thing that I'm going to be talking about is something that is actually just as simple as this. It's just fun. I like playing the game. It's a good way for me to spend my time. It's familiar, it's comfortable, it's fun, and it's relaxing. It's something that I come home to, and by come home to, I mean go from my...
I was about to ask, what the fuck do you mean come home to? After you go to Wendy's, you come home to play WoW? After you go to whatever fast food joint you go to? It's like, listen, I'm not dissing, by the way. I'm fucking jealous, dude. I wish I could eat the trash food that he eats and stay that fit. Like, fuck no, dude. If I was to eat like half of the stuff he eats, I'd balloon up. Like, I'm already fucking big. I'm a fat fuck, right? It's like, if I was to eat what Asmon eats, dude, I would be a fucking whale. Like, this chair wouldn't be able to hold my weight. Oh, man. But it's like, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that point.
Bedroom to my computer room and get onto. And
oh, no, I know what I wanted to say. It was the whole thing about it being familiar. I think a lot of people really underestimate what it is like to come back to a familiar game. A lot of people underestimate that. So it's like, for instance, why do I play so much Monster Hunter, right? Why am I replaying Monster Hunter Rise? It's familiar. It's very easy to get back into the flow of things of like, oh, I want to go craft this thing. Let's go hunt this thing, and it'll be fun because it's got a fun loop. Now, the problem with World of Warcraft is that it's like for Asmon, it's easy to like stay up to date with the shit that he needs to do for his character because he has a lot of time, right? I don't have that time because like I have to be creating content for Monster Hunter on my main channel. I have to be creating content for Elden Ring when that comes out. There's also other games that I want to check out, right? So it's like there's no way that I'm ever going to have enough time to dedicate to the chores that WoW puts in front of me. And that is actually one of the main reasons why I don't play. Because like, look, the story being shit, it's whatever, dude. It's like, it's whatever. If the gameplay was good and if I didn't feel like the game is shafting me, which the game definitely was during Shadowlands, because I was like, hey, I want to play my warrior. Fuck you. Your warrior sucks dick. Then they buffed it, shortly after I left the game, which, like I've always said, it's whenever I play the game, warriors get shafted. Whenever I leave the game, they buff them. That seems to be the cycle that I'm on. But, so there's the fact that my class sucks. Then, okay, I'll play this other class, the Paladin. Paladin's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. But then it's like, okay, now you have to grind Chorghast, then go grind this, and go play in the Maw. Like the whole way in which they designed the Maw, it was literally if somebody was trying to make the most unfun area in a video game. And some people will bring up they'll bring up the argument of like, well, Rurikhan, it's supposed to be hell. It's not supposed to be fun. It's like, motherfucker, it's a video game. What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean it's not supposed to be fun because it's hell? Look at God of War. Hell was pretty fun when you were playing God of War, ripping out wings of people and fucking poking out their eyeballs and, ripping out their arms, bathing in their blood. That shit was fun. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Hell can't be fun. It's like it's the mechanics that they put in place, like the Eye of the Jailer. Oh, I was almost happy whenever the Eye of the Jail was full because I was like, thank God, dude. I don't have to come back here anymore. Jesus Christ. I filled up the Eye of the Jailer. Well, and I was just having so much fun in this goddamn area. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's like probably if I had more time or if I was like a WoW content creator, I'd probably still be playing it. Because it's all about whether or not you're able to invest enough time to where it's fun for you. And I wasn't, because the game demands too much. If you look at Final Fantasy XIV, it does demand like 1 ounce of my time. Like for instance, right now, if I wanted to, I could go play 14. I could go grind Eureka. I haven't done all of the, challenge logs in Eureka for this week. I haven't completed my Eureka weapon. That could be something that I could do. I could also go do like my dailies and level up a character, because I can do that and I don't have to feel bad about it. But here's the thing. I don't have to do it. Like there's plenty of things that could progress my character. Like I could go grind the anthro clusters so that I could change for materia so that I wouldn't have to spend money on it. That'd be good. That'd be a good thing to invest some time into. Could go do my collectibles. Could go level up a crafter. Could go do Palace of the Dead. Could do Heaven on High. Could go do Savage Raiding if I had a static, which we do have a static, but it's like our schedule is very, very late. So our next raid's like Sunday, whatever. But still, I could go into the Party Finder, do that. There's a million different activities that you can go do. But guess what? None of them are mandatory. I mean, some of them you can kind of consider mandatory. Like if you want to talk about, but you should cap your, what are they called? Astronomy tomes? You should cap your astronomy tomes. It's like, yeah, but that's like 3 dungeons or some shit. Like I'll do 3 dungeons and I'll cap that shit. It's like, boom, done. I'll do 3 dungeons in a raid, whatever. It's like, boom, capped, done for the week. And that's the beauty of it, is that I can go in there whenever I want, and I can not go in there whenever I want. I'm not forced. Whereas World of Warcraft, the second you're not logging in, Blizzard's coming. It's like a Blizzard exec pops into your PC window going like, buddy, got to get those chores done, man. Got to get them. Listen, you want me to nerf your character? You want me to take power away from you? Is that what you want? Listen, you better get back to Torghast, motherfucker, if you want to get your fucking soul ash. You better get to Torghast, bitch. It's time to go grind.
Play it, and I enjoy it.
But the familiarity is an important part. Keep that in mind. It's very nice, very comfortable. Like familiarity is also something that I love whenever I play Elite Dangerous. It's fantastic. I love playing Elite Dangerous. I rarely stream it nowadays because, people don't really watch that content, but I love Elite Dangerous. Fantastic fucking game. Super familiar. No, Final Fantasy XIV, also very comfortable, familiar, cool to come back to and play. The same thing for Monster Hunter. Same thing for Dark Souls. Like, why do you think I'd go back and redo multiple playthroughs of Dark Souls? Because comfortable, familiar. It's great.
Really just that simple. There's not really a lot of other thought into it. There's not a lot of other emotion into it. It's not like I play the game because my mom and I used to play the game. There's no like hidden, latent emotional connection in that way that I'm trying to hide or hold on to. But whenever I play this game, I enjoy it because I played it for many years. I like the way it plays. I like spending time in the game, and I have fun with it. It's the same as, whenever I played New World. I like New World in the same way. It's the same reason I like the Gold Saucer in Final Fantasy. I just like it. It's cheerful, it's peaceful, it's enjoyable, and it's relaxing. And for me, a lot of times that's what I want. I just want to be able to log on and do something that's really low lift. I'm talking about farming out Famu, the mount from Famu, or doing Mechagon runs, or farming out a cloak from a dungeon from a random boss. Like, this is just something that's relaxing, it's chill to do, and the fact is that really whenever I'm playing this game, the majority of the time that I'm playing it is really whenever I'm on stream. I'm sitting here with you guys, and one other reason is that there's a very good thing that somebody said, very accurate, many years ago, that World of Warcraft is just chatting with buttons. And that's what it's always been for me. It's always just been just chatting with buttons. I sit here, I play the game, and I get into the game, it's great. And I can talk with you guys and have conversations that are more complex, that I gain fulfillment through talking about these things with the chat. I really enjoy it. That's why I stay up till 5 in the morning sometimes doing it. That's why I would kill my sleep schedule over and over and over, staying up late on stream. It's because it's something that I enjoy. And the reason why I do it in WoW is because it's a game that I don't really have to think about a lot, and I can just play on autopilot. It's the same reason why I did it a lot with New World. Whenever I go to play Final Fantasy, I'm not as familiar with a game like that. Whenever I go to play Apex Legends, I'm very familiar with a game like that, but I'm not very fucking good at it. So I'm constantly fixated on that. That's why I don't really sit here and do arena all day on stream, because I a lot of times come on stream just to talk to you guys.
See, this is the reason why, for instance, whenever you see me on YouTube playing Monster Hunter, a lot of the times I'll have to be quiet for a while because I actually have to focus on what I'm doing so that I can, so that I can play the game. And it's very, like, I'll look at chat whenever the monster's running away, or whenever something like an animation happens that I'm locked into it for a while or something. Then I can look at chat and see what people are saying very quickly, pick up a couple of sentences, continue the conversation. And so, yeah, that's why familiarity is so important, particularly to having an engaging stream, right? Because, like, Asmongold engages with his chat on a level that I can only, like, dream of, because, like, I'm way too old for that shit. I can't keep up with chat nearly as much as he does. But yeah, it's like these games that let you basically play them on autopilot and still connect with your stream, and not even just connect with your stream, because for a lot of people it's like it's what people call a podcast game. So it's a game that you can play while you watch a podcast, while you watch a video on YouTube, listen to a podcast, or even watch a podcast, whatever. Watch a video on YouTube, watch some Netflix. It's a comfort game. It's something that you can push buttons while you're actually doing something else, but it feels good because you're still progressing on this other thing that you're doing. Like, I do that a lot with Monster Hunter as well. Like, I'll play Monster Hunter, and, if I'm not on stream, I'll be like, watching a YouTube video or watching a Netflix series or something like that. I'll do that a lot. I'll mindlessly grind some stuff. Like, to give you an idea, I recently watched the recap of the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, kind of in preparation for Forbidden West, right? I watched the recap of that, and while I was watching that, which was a pretty long video, it was like a 58-minute long video, really good video, by the way, but it was like a 1 hour long video. You want to know what I did while I was doing that? I was mining ore. Like, tomorrow when I log into Monster Hunter Rise for the stream on YouTube, you're gonna see that I have like 3 point something million Zenny. I did those while I was watching a recap of Horizon Zero Dawn. I was just running around the map collecting minerals. And that's cool. It's nice to have those games that let you do other things while you're doing them. Like, Elite Dangerous is another very good example. You can be doing missions while you're watching, like, a series on Netflix. It's just, like, very chill. I think Asmongold would actually get really into something like Elite Dangerous once he understood the systems. Like, Elite Dangerous is, in my opinion, for a personality like Asmongold, Elite Dangerous is a perfect fucking game to play with his stream, where he could be like flying his ship and having all of these meaningful discussions and whatnot. I think that'd be cool.
For the social interaction, that's my parasocial element of my stream. I like it. I enjoy it. That's something that I always got a lot out of over the years of streaming, is being able to go live and talk to an audience of people, of like-minded people, and have conversations that I want to have. And that's a big reason why I play the game too. That's why I stream the game, etc. And the reason why I stick with it regardless of store mounts or something like that is really just as simple as I don't really care that much. It's as simple, like it's a pros and cons list, or like a weights.
I don't really care that much. We went from /spit to I don't really care that much. Holy shit. They did break this man down. They fucking broke him. Jesus Christ. They broke our guy. Holy shit. Am I misreading this? Like, he literally just said the reason why I still play the game, and in the context of like the mounts and the stuff, and he's like, I just don't care that much. Like, that's it. That's it. They fucking broke him. That is sad. Like, not that he is sad. What I mean is like the fact that, you know, he doesn't have the passion for fighting for the improvement of the game. Maybe I'm misreading his reaction here, but like, damn, dude.
You know, like the Hands of Justice or something like that. Or if you're a Final Fantasy Andy, like Sophia Extreme. There's just more weights on one side. And even though there's a couple of meteors on the other side, like store mounts and fucking some CC rotations in this game that piss me off, I still have more positives than negatives with playing the game. And I also want to say that I don't always play WoW. And I want to show you some of the other games that I've played over the years. /played? Yeah, I'll show my WoW played in just a bit, right? But just give me 1 second. My WoW played is a lot. It's a lot more than 1,000 hours. So you'll see that for sure. Asmon's a bit of a hypocrite in his recent video. You know, so this is pretty much the, this is the best, I think, summary of criticism against me. A hypocrite is spelled wrong. There we go. This is probably going to get blasted with downvotes, but I don't care about Reddit good boy points. So in Asmon's recent video, in which he's discussing store mounts and how he's done caring about it, he said that if 70% of the player base said they would cancel their sub because of the store mounts and they actually followed through, Blizzard would remove cash store the following day, which is something that I agree with.
I disagree with that, by the way. I think they could potentially remove some of the store mounts in there, but they would definitely not remove the store. There's no putting that fucking genie back in the bottle, dude. There's no putting that toothpaste back in the tube. They ain't never removing the store. Even if there's just 10 fucking whales supporting the game, they still won't remove the store.
But store mounts have been a thing for 10 years in WoW, and though Asmon has been against it since day one, over those same 10 years, even though WoW went further against his beliefs and became more and more greedy, Asmon was always subbed, giving Blizzard a ton of his money. It's actually not true. Another inaccuracy. It was my dad's money.
It was his dad's money.
Yep. Career out of the game. So even though he hates the current practices made by Blizzard, which make him more upset in the long scheme of things, he's done a lot more to promote WoW over the years, make a stand over something he hates even in the last 10 years.
This is true though. It's like, it's true that the fact that what I mean by that is not like he's been actively promoting WoW and, you know, actively, you know, promoting Blizzard. But the truth is, as I hate to use this word, I fucking hate this word, but this is the word that people use to describe as influencers. We have to be aware that the things that we play, people have a tendency to like pick up and play those things, which is why over the years I've been increasingly more careful about the things that I've played. Because, you know, even though I've played stuff like Anthem, for instance, which I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, how could you play Anthem? Oh, I hate you. I really enjoyed Anthem gameplay. Like, I'm sorry. I did. Like, no game did flying as good as Anthem. There were 2 games that have really good flying. That's Anthem and Gravity Rush. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is like, just by playing a video game, even if we talk about it and we say the downsides of the game, we are actively promoting the game. This is one of the reasons why I'm particularly hesitant, and I've never taken like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, because I feel like I could ruin someone's life by doing that. I don't criticize anybody who does the sponsorships, because look, I understand you got to put food on the table. It is what it is. But it's like, I would have to really need to take a sponsorship like that for me to take one of those. Like, if you ever see me do like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, then that's when you know, holy shit, Rurikhan's in really fucking dire straits. Like, his financial situation must be really fucking bad. He's playing Raid Shadow Legends. That's the only thing that would get me to do like a sponsored thing for Raid Shadow Legends is if my kids were in danger of not eating for that month, which I'm nowhere close to that situation, by the way, so don't be concerned. Unless something fucking catastrophic happens. I'm nowhere close to that situation, so do not worry about that. But it's like, you see, and the reason why I don't do that is because, like, I feel like some people would actually see me, even if it's a sponsored segment or whatever, me playing Raid Shadow Legends, they'd be like, hey, Rurikhan's playing now, check it out. And ultimately, Asmongold, even if he talks all this stuff about World of Warcraft, I'll tell you right now, one of the big reasons I checked out Shadowlands is because of Asmongold. Because I watch Asmongold content, and I got hyped up over when they delayed Shadowlands, and he had that stream where he was there with Rich and whatnot, and they were both like fucking celebrating. Like, oh man, we knew they were gonna delay. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Like, I got excited about that. And here's the thing, this is me, right? I'm someone who's also kind of like, you know, doing streaming and content creation and whatnot, and I recognize this effect that, you know, we have, right? As streamers and content creators, and I still fucking did it. I still bought Shadowlands and I played Shadowlands. Naturally, that was also the fact that before I got into it, I asked Q if he would have like a raid spot for me. That was the other thing. But one of the reasons was definitely because I was watching a lot of Asmongold content at the time. And, you know, the fact that he was excited about it, I was like, hey, dude, this might be the one. This might be fun. This might be cool. And I jumped in. Like, look, Tredian right here. I play 14 because of you. There you go. Like, there's plenty of people who told me they've tried out 14 because of me. There's plenty of people that play Gunlance in Monster Hunter because of me. Because that's just the effect. If you watch people online doing certain things and you become invested in them. So the whole stuff that it's like, he's done a lot more to promote WoW over the years than to actually make a stand against something. It's like, yes, he's done a lot to promote WoW. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's done it intentionally. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that he's done this as in like, oh, I'm going to totally promote World of Warcraft. It's not an intentional thing. It's just the fact that he plays it. Like, even in this state, as he is playing it right now, he's doing, you know, it's good PR for World of Warcraft. This is why earlier I was saying, like, Blizzard's never going to ban Asmongold because they know it would hit their bottom line fucking hard. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
They didn't always deserve in recent memory and don't deserve any. I know obviously would never expect 70% of the player base to quit, but it's a bit hypocritical because something drastic like that is exactly the type of thing that would make Blizzard drop store mounts and the ever-increasing items available in the cash shop. Yet Asmon never took any drastic measure on that scale. Well, how could I make 70%?
How the fuck it's like, God damn it. That's almost like on the level of Blizzard developers going like, that fucking Asmongold, it's all his fault. It's all his fault. It's like, Asmongold, how dare you not make 70% of people quit playing this game? It's like, let me tell you, the biggest damage that Asmongold has ever done to World of Warcraft was when he started playing Final Fantasy XIV. That is the most damage he's ever done. And I'll tell you what, if he kept playing Final Fantasy XIV, that would have been a better thing for World of Warcraft in the long run. But at the end of the day, it's very important to mention this is not his fucking responsibility. This is just straight up not. It's like, listen, it's not Asmongold's responsibility to fix World of Warcraft. Is he trying? I mean, did he try in the past and now they kind of like broke him down and he doesn't even want to care anymore? Yeah, he fucking definitely tried. He tried. He didn't get any fucking support. Let's just face it. It is what it is. Just like he said in his previous video. The other content creators, did they stand behind him with this last spit thing? No. Of course not. It's like, if I was influential enough, you bet your ass I'd stand behind him with that shit. Yeah, fucking slash spit all the fucking way. And I'm sorry. Some people are going to say, oh, that's toxic, Rurikhan. Dude, you know what's toxic? You want to know what's really toxic? Is Blizzard fucking making the game shit. That's what's toxic. Whatever, dude.
I thought that I could make I can't make 70% of the player base quit. It never took any drastic measure on that scale that would cause a reaction, so it's really not a surprise that his effect to hurt Blizzard's profit were minimal, and overall his personality has probably made Blizzard get a lot of money, even though Asmon probably doesn't think they deserve it, since they are literally ruining his all-time favorite game and have demoralized him to this state. Let's see, what are we posting on today? r/Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Think we can get Asmon to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Batman versus Superman is one of the dumbest movies I've seen. Okay, that's something that we can agree on.
Wait. I just realized one thing. Wait.
See, what are we...
Oh no, he's Portuguese! He's Portuguese, dude! Pedrocas, pá! Oh, pedrocas, pá! Por que és assim? He's Portuguese, dude. No.
Let's see, what are we...
I just realized as a Portuguese man, I salute our Iberian brothers.
Posting on today. r/Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Think we can get Asmon to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Batman versus Superman is one of the dumbest movies I've seen. Okay, that's something that we can agree on. True. Final Fantasy again. These are the comments, and this is a criticism that is, in my opinion, this is him not happy that I'm playing World of Warcraft. So he's not looking at me being a hypocrite. He's looking at the fact that I am playing a game that he does not like, and he's working backwards to invalidate why I'm doing that. You see what I'm saying? Because this is an illogical conclusion that he's coming to, and I'm going to explain why. I never expect 70% of the player base to quit, but it's a bit hypocritical because something drastic like that is exactly the type of thing like Blizzard dropped store mounts. Yet Asmon never took any drastic measure on that scale. The implication of this is that I could make 70% of the player base quit the game. Which, listen, I have a big ego, but it's not that big. I can't do that. Yep, I can't do that. You tried to start...
I would say he probably has the power to get about 20% of them to quit. You guys think that's accurate? About 20%? I think about 20%. I think he could get 20% of them. 10 at most? Mr. Tummy Giggle says 10 at most. How about I meet you in the middle? Let's say 15. I think he's got like the power to quit and make 15% of the WoW player base quit. I think he does have that. 10 to 15? Yeah, 10 to 15. 20 is too ambitious. Yeah.
Bit, but so of course you tried something at scale, didn't work. Yeah, I think that's true too. Yeah, definitely. What about leading by example? If they say release a store mount after no content, leading by example. Let me read some of the comments and then I'm going to explain why. As it reminds me of the boomer who constantly complains about his wife. He still loves her even though he should commit with a different woman now. Yeah, I mean, again, I've made that analogy 50 times. Remaining 30% would be whales and Blizzard probably wouldn't give a fuck. No, they definitely would. I think so. A problem isn't store mounts. Problem is put so much effort into it. Yeah, of course. It's like OnlyFans pay for the opportunity to pay more for the stuff you're actually looking for. If this extreme thing that won't happen actually happened, then this would happen. Yeah. Extreme thing didn't happen, and you are part of the reason why, somewhat. You are a hypocrite because the extreme hypothetical did not happen. Well, that's the thing. He never did that extreme thing, which would give his cause an actual chance. Obviously, no one blames him for store mounts existing, but there's some hypocrisy here because he never really did anything that would make...
Like, dude, you can't... Why is he even... I don't... Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, talking about this specific comment, I feel like it doesn't make any sense.
Make Blizzard remove them. My problem is him not putting his money where his mouth is, even though there's a huge problem not only for his all-time favorite game, but for the entire gaming industry. Do you want to know why that I don't do it? And because this is a post that's gotten a number of upvotes on my Reddit, and this is a comment in my community, I
had
see
like
this regularly,
5 upvotes.
I'm going to respond. It's because I'm going to lose. I know I will lose. You know I will lose. I don't have enough influence. I can't do it. And not only can I not do it, but the act of failing at it strengthens Stormouts. Ironically, it's a lot like this.
Yeah, he's right.
This person came on, and they lost, and they weakened the entire movement. And I would do the same thing. I know when I'll win, and I know when I'll lose. I'll lose. That's why. And I will lose, and I will look like a fool, and other people that don't care about it will make fun of me and laugh at me, and it will weaken every...
Not just make fun of him and laugh at him, but they will increase their own viewership on the back of his failure. Like, you know, I mean, come on. You guys... I'm assuming you guys have seen enough Twitch drama. Like, there's plenty of people who would jump on this like fucking, like a rabid, like rabid dogs, dude, like a pack of rabid dogs. They would jump on this and chomp it down for every ounce of drama and clout they could potentially get out of this man if he was to do it. 1,000% they would. They would also use it to get into Blizzard's good graces as well. That's the way that it goes.
Everybody else who dislikes it. That's why. If I thought I could do it and win, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Yeah, pick your battles. I can't win this one. Now, if there is a way, like for example, do you remember whenever New World had that thing happen with like the store, and then I wrote that big longer post, and then they put the information in the store about how they're not going to sell anything until like way after launch? I feel like that was in part an outcome of the videos and the content that I made about it that was negative. It worked. That's why I did it. I know what's a W and I know what's an L. Maybe in the future it won't be. But for now it is. There's no L's, bros, but delayed W's? Yeah. And a hasty W can sometimes turn into a definitive L. And also, I want to say that I decided to move over to play Final Fantasy. And in the process of that, Blizzard, I mean, like, I don't think this was me exclusively. There were hundreds of other content creators, whenever you really think about it, who were WoW content creators or other content creators who then moved over to Final Fantasy at about the same time that I did. Some before, like Rich and Matt and Bellure, right? Matt's the guy on Bellure's show. And many of those other people did. And all of us collectively created enough of a movement to cause Blizzard to walk back a lot of player-unfriendly systems like Conduit Energy and not being able to switch your covenants. So, again, that's a W. I think a lot of people forget about the W's.
Yeah.
Because there are times that I think I can win. I can actually make an impact. I can make a change here. I can do this, and I do it, and I win.
Savar 87, and then they all lost viewers. False. They all gained viewers. What are you talking about? They all gained viewers. Did you see Pyromancer? Look at Pyromancer. Look at Preach. I mean, they all lost viewers. Quite the opposite. They all gained viewers. They all have way more viewers in 14 than they do in World of Warcraft. A lot of them blew up. Yeah, look at fucking Pyromancer. Pyromancer can actually afford to hire like 10 editors at this point with all those subs he's got. Immediately, but maybe Asmongold lost so many. No, quite the opposite. Dude, the 14 stream was like one of the biggest streams that Asmon's ever made. What? You're crazy. Dude, Asmon gained so many new viewers from his Final Fantasy 14 shit. It's not even funny. Not now. Dude, Savar, like, do you understand what has happened? Like, do you understand what happened to Asmon? How many does he have nowadays? Dude, you really don't understand what's happened. You don't know that Asmongold's mother died and that he hasn't been streaming on his main channel for the longest time? He's been streaming on the Zach Roar channel, which is his secondary channel, where his energy level is just like, he just sits back and he goes like, yeah, dude. Yeah, let's like do this, dude. Oh, yeah, let's get this thing done, dude. And it's like, it's a very different, yeah, dude, it's very different. Like when he goes back to his main stream, I haven't seen the numbers on his main stream. When he goes back to his main stream, his number's going to pop off again. It's that simple. I think that everybody that swapped over from World of Warcraft to Final Fantasy 14, they came up on top in terms of people watching them. Like easily. It's everybody got more viewers. It's not like they lost viewers.
Do it. And I think also the slash spit thing, yes, Blizzard ultimately won. But to a certain degree, we won because they had to change it. I thought it would work. It did. Because they changed it. Classes are still fucked up. Look, they've been fucked up for 15 years. That's not on me, okay? Let's be honest. So that's all I'm really trying to say. Many did so to capitalize on a trend. Yeah, but do you really think that I wasn't a big indicator of that trend? It's the most monumental impossibility of all time. It's like trying to defy physics IRL. It's not happening. Oh, with removing storm mounts? No, it would be very easy to remove storm mounts if you had enough people that wanted to do it. You would just, everybody would unsub that week and say, hey, we're unsubbing because of storm mounts. We don't like them anymore. And if there's any more storm mounts, we're all going to quit. And then Blizzard would get rid of them, and then people would come back, and it would be fine. But people don't have that level of collective bargaining because they can never agree on anything. So it's never going to happen. I know it won't happen, and that's why I don't engage with it or indulge it. I take points where I know that I can use my influence to make a difference, and I do. But there are other times where I can't use my influence and I can't make a difference, and I don't do it because I realize that whenever I do it and I fail, it actually strengthens the opposite position because it shows that you're weak. This is like a dumb comment trying to pretend as if this is like an intellectual criticism. This is a person who cannot spell hypocrite. Cannot spell hypocrite. I mean, come on.
Hey, he's Portuguese, dude. Come on, cut him some slack, Asmon. He's Portuguese. What the fuck, dude? Portugal, caralho. Come on.
Well, because spelling is usually an indicator of intelligence. I think in a big way online. I think it like writing on a sheet of paper.
Okay, Asmon, type what he did in Portuguese. Go on. Now let's go. Now, come on, type what he did in Portuguese. Well, that's an indicator of your intelligence now. Hey, what the fuck?
I know it's not. But if you can't right-click a word that has a red squiggly underneath it and then change it to the word that it's supposed to be, you are an idiot. Yeah, that's all it comes down to. You are a fucking idiot.
To be fair, he said he was Portuguese. His chat said it. Look, it's right there. Where is it?
So
no, wait, it's a little bit further behind.
So
God damn it, I can't fucking land it.
You are an idiot. Yeah, that's all it comes.
To be fair, he said it said he was Portuguese. Exactly. Come on.
Comes down to you are a fucking idiot. So for many months, I did not play WoW at all. That's why I've had to play catch-up so much on this season, getting all of my gear again. It's because I didn't play the game at all. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of these games that I've played over the years, and I'll show you how much time that I put into them. Dark Souls 2, 84 hours. Dark Souls 3, 200 hours. Dark
Rookie
Souls
numbers.
1,
okay, this one's got
366 hours. Fall Guys, 35 hours. Hades, 40 hours almost. Jump King, only 2 hours on that one. Let's see here. New World, 974 hours. Add that with 11 hours and 300 hours from the PTR from last year, and you're looking at 1,200 hours. And I played the game a lot. Lost Ark Tech Beta, didn't really play it a lot. Played it 8 hours. You thought that was a lot? PUBG, 865 hours in PUBG. I played every single day. Rust, 148 hours, 58 hours. Sekiro, 33 hours. Valheim.
Did he finish Sekiro?
240 hours.
Man.
I've played a lot of other games over the years. And I enjoy other games. And these are just the games that are on Steam. It's not counting Apex Legends. And it's also not counting Warzone. I put many hours into Warzone. So yeah, I mean...
Rurikhan, how many New World hours did you end up in? I don't even know if I still have it installed. Let me see real quick. If it's installed, I'll tell... Well, I suppose I can check even if it's not installed, right? Yeah, it's installed. 150. I stopped playing because I was waiting for them to like let people transfer to servers, and then they destroyed the game when they did that. So it's like, yeah, well, okay, whatever.
I mean, there's a lot of other games that I play instead of WoW, and it's not like I only play WoW, but I come back to WoW because, again, it's comfortable, relaxing, easy for me to play, and it's a great stream game because I can play it on autopilot and have conversations with the chat in a way that I'm very comfortable with because of my familiarity with the game. That's the main reason why I play World of Warcraft. There are a lot of negatives with the game that I really don't like, but I still find enough positives to give me enough reason to keep logging on. And I think a really good example of another game like that is actually PUBG. PUBG was probably one of the worst, most unoptimized pieces of buggy fucking garbage in 2017. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. And you know what? We all fucking played it. The game was bad, but it's what everybody still wanted to play. It's the same thing as WoW for me. I think so. PUBG fell off hard? No, it didn't. Not in China. It's so massive in China, it's ridiculous. So with WoW, do you guys want to see all of my characters combined? This is not counting my classic WoW character. This is just retail WoW. You guys ready? 1,463 days. 35,000 hours. Yep. I still suck. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, anyway, look, what I'm saying is that I played the game a lot. Yeah, I've played the game a lot. Absolutely. And I don't regret any of it because I had fun playing it. For most of my time, I have enjoyed my time playing WoW, and I don't regret any of the time that I spent doing it, except for maybe farming a couple of achievements that I fucking hated. That's about it. That's basically why I play World of Warcraft. It's not any more complex than that. So
I'm
hopefully
surprised.
that...
I'm surprised that like the one thing that I predicted he was going to say, he did not say it at all. He didn't mention at all that he was invested into his character. I'm genuinely surprised at that. That is very surprising.
Answers the question that a lot of people have, and a lot of people might not really make sense to them, is that while the game has a lot of negatives, for me it has also a lot of positives, and it has more positives than negatives, and also, it's very good to just play as a background stream game. There it is.
And that is that.